Today I will show you how to crochet the easiest balaclava. If you know how to make a granny square, then you know how to make this balaclava, because this balaclava is just 8 granny squares sewn together and then making a little edge right here and here, just with single crochet. It's very easy. And then you have this balaclava. You can use any granny squares in the world. That's totally up to you. I have done a plain and simple regular granny square just like this. If you don't know how to make a granny square like this, I will leave a link right here for my tutorial. It's very thorough. I will show you exactly how you do it from the start to finish, every step of the way, very slowly, so everyone can follow. And you will just make 8 granny squares. Make sure they measure about just under 24 centimeters, because you will then need to block all the granny squares, so they measure 24 centimeters from corner to corner right here. But then make 8 granny squares. I have done 4 in this color, where I start with the dark one and then bright, dark, bright, and then 4 of the opposite. So I will start with the bright color in the middle. You don't have to use brown and white. You can use any colors you like. And again, you can do any granny squares. I also have a lot of other granny square tutorial on my channel. So you can find a lot of inspiration on which granny squares you would like. You only need to keep crocheting until they are big enough. You don't have to hit exactly 24 centimeters, just ish, you know. So now make 8 granny squares and then block them. And just a little about the materials I've used. For the yarn I've used, this is just acrylic yarn in a medium weight 4. I've used white and then a brown yarn. But again, you can use any yarn, any hook. Just make sure they measure the 24 centimeters. So if you have bigger yarn and bigger hook, then you might need fewer rounds to make the measurements. But that's up to you. It will look a little bit more bulky, but I think it will look very cute. I have used medium weight yarn and a 4mm crochet hook. Then I've also used some scissors and a tapestry needle, the standard staples. Then I've used a tape measure. And then of course I have used some pins and a board to pin it down with. But that's all you need. Now make 8 granny squares that measures 24 centimeters from corner to corner. And then you will block them so they are even, and they are much more easy to sew together when they are blocked. But you can also leave out the blocking and then just sew them together without. That's up to you. You don't need to block them, but I have blocked mine. So I forgot all about these and left these to block for a week, so I think they are really square and blocked right now. So I will pull out these pins and let me see my really square squares. And I put them on top of each other so I could fit more on my panels. They are really square. And I now have all 8 of them ready to be assembled as a balaclava. And these measures about 24 centimeters across, like so. So now you will sew them together, just like this. So line them up beside each other and then begin sewing. Whoops. And I will do the mattress stitch. So find your tapestry needle, put them together, attach this one, and then begin sewing. So the mattress stitch is take this in between the layers and then from the bottom and up the opposite side and pull. And then from this side, in between the 2 layers, from the bottom and up the opposite side and pull through. And again, now you're coming from this side, in between the layers, and then from the bottom and up. And then you just continue all the way down and then assemble all the other squares as well. And when it's all sewn up and all the squares are connected, you will now take this one and sew this together and this one as well. It will look a little bit funky, but you'll see it in a minute when we're done. So just take this and sew these together, and on the other side as well. And when they are connected, you can now fold it, and you see how it's supposed to be. You see this is the foot part, and this is in front of the mouth. So you will now take this one and connect to this one. So make a seam right here. So now it's all sewn up, and we have the wrong side out. You can see all the weaving end and all the stitches. I will now turn it around so you have the right side out, and we have the balaclava. You can use it as it is, like this, but I will just make a final touch. So I will do 2 rounds of single crochet around the face opening and on the neck part as well. So I will begin from the back side of the foot in any of these stitches. And I will just attach the yarn. I chose the brown color for the edge. You can choose whichever you like, the brown or the white, or a third color. That's up to you. So insert the hook, pull up a loop, and chain 1. Whoops. And then I will work 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Just a single crochet in each stitch all the way around. When you're all the way around, you do a slip stitch into the first stitch, and then you do another round of single crochet, so you have 2 rounds of single crochet. And after that, finish it up, weave in the end, and then you do 2 rounds of single crochet along the edge of the face. And then you have a much nicer edge by the face and by the neck as well, and you're finally done with your balaclava. I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!